Oh man, it's like history's coming back to repeat itself. That, my friends, is a 2020 F450 and it's back. And I'll tell you why in a minute, but first I got a special announcement. And that, boys, is Dream Diesel giveaway number 12 is live. We have made it to the critical day that I know a lot of you mark your calendars for, and that is, yes, our 2019 limited Ram plus $10,000 cash is now up for grabs. If you're new to the channel, we're not kidding. Dream Diesel giveaway number 12 is in fact the 2019 limited Cummins. I know a lot of you were speculating that, and I was kind of somewhat alluding to it along the process. So if you want to enter for a chance to take this truck home right now, 10 times entries are live, but it's a limited promotional period. They will not last the entire giveaway. So not only are we gonna give you a chance to take home this absolutely one-of-a-kind, completely murdered out limited Cummins, but we're also gonna be putting $10,000 on top. So if you guys wanna get some entries and join our 11 previous winners, then click the link in the bio, grab some entries because you might be getting a call that could completely change your 2020 for the best. You lost your black phone in the black truck? Oh, the irony.
Don't need it. Don't have any friends anyway. It's cool. I'm gonna show them that thing.
Yeah, we should probably show them that thing. Ooh, that is such a sick feature. No rock lights on this build, boys, but we do have custom Flight Fab LEDs to light up our custom 4-lane, both front and back. And it looks so sick. Oh my God, this truck legitimately makes me want to convert my entire fleet from white to black because on all blacked out truck, how do you argue it? You just don't. And the Tropical Fusion accents, oh my God, they just take it to an entirely new level. Now, funny thing is we actually haven't gotten the alignment done on this truck yet because being that it has powder coated lugs, we can't use the impact to take them off. It's a very kind of surgical procedure. We got to be extra careful, but we will be getting it to E-Town Auto Works later this week to get its alignment done, and then that way I can rop this thing around town and sweep the streets in style. This truck turns heads unlike no other. Now, mind you guys, this giveaway only lasts 5 weeks, so if you want to get entered, you definitely shouldn't wait because before you know it, it's going to be over. Now, let's talk about this absolutely gorgeous F450 that we have sitting out in our lot today. This thing is going to be getting a wicked custom lift kit installed throughout the video. This is my friend Andy's truck. If you've been with the channel for a few months, you might recognize it because I did a review on it right when Andy picked it up. It is a basically brandy spanking new 2020 F450. It's got the new 10-speed transmission. It's a really, really nice truck. He's done a few mods to it, and we are just following in the progression of what we talked about in that video when I reviewed it when it was brandy spanking new, that he would be modifying it. Now, small changes to it thus far are paint match front emblem, both surround and the badge, paint match lower valence, paint match fog light bezels, paint match mirrors, paint match emblems, and a paint matched rear tailgate handle bezel. All that paint match was done by none other than our boy Peachy Cummins, who just recently started a YouTube channel that you should definitely consider subscribing to. His work just speaks for itself. Now, this truck is here today because Andy dropped it off for us to lift. He's got a lift kit sitting in the back of that massive 8-foot bed that we're gonna be talking about shortly. And he's got a set of wheels and tires that are scheduled to arrive for this truck very soon that are gonna take this thing and set it apart from the rest. If you wanna give him a follow, his Instagram is in the description below or right here at A2 Rides. Man, these F450s are sick. All right, so what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna take it out for a quick drive. Look at that, how nice. Oh, it looks like he's got some switchbacks here too. They're sick. Dang, and this interior though, my goodness. Andy, I got a serious problem with you, man. You keep your truck entirely too nice, dude. This thing is still, it looks like honestly better than when we drove it when it had like 2 miles on it. Sorry, dude, I'm messing up all your settings. Hopefully you have them saved. Now, Andy also just started a new business, A2 Detailing. You should go check them out. All right, so we're out for a quick drive in this brandy spanking new F450 2020 10-speed transmission behind that 6.7 power stroke. And this thing is awesome, guys. I ran in and raved about it for like, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes in the review video that I did. A lot of you guys seem to like that. I'll link that kind of up here. Is it this side? Is it that side? I don't know. I always forget. This truck is wicked nice. So I wanted to take it out for a quick drive just to kind of get re-familiarized with how it actually rides because, well, we're changing the suspension today and I wanted to give you guys a pre and post review on stock versus 4-inch lift kit. This F450 is so ridiculously heavy that naturally it's just gonna ride pretty well. Now, it is a F450 and its GVWR is basically almost that of a CDL requirement. So if you hit some big bumps in the rear, it's a little bit stiff, but in the front, it's really actually very smooth. And what's cool about these F450s is being that they have such a long wheelbase, they actually have the wide track front axle. So the steering radius on this thing is just absolutely ridiculous. You can turn in like this big of a circle. I legitimately love these F450s and I've never built one before. I think maybe it's on my bucket list. Overall, it's absolutely ridiculous how well these things drive. So I guess the question right now is, will a 4-inch lift improve or reduce its overall ride quality? Well, I guess only time will tell. to this guy, by the way, for packing me meal preps, lunches every day. This dude's trying to say I'm fat. I'm a jam brain. No, but good looks on that, man. That lunch was freaking awesome. This man even brought the Sweet Baby Rays and a freaking microwave. Hell yeah. So, guys, let's talk about this while Jake's eating that before we start on that. We got ourselves a 4-inch Wicked Customs lift kit for the F450 that we're going to be putting on today. Wicked Customs also happens to be the same brand that's on Dream Diesel giveaway number 12. We really like their stuff. Not only does it look good, it fits good, it rides good. The whole package is a complete win. We just happen to marry ours with Flight Fab 4-link extension brackets for one of you guys to take home with $10,000 cash. Seriously, I'm actually upset that this truck is going to be going to one of you because I love it that much. So much that I think I'm going to try and build another one for me personally because they're just that nice, and maybe it'll be bagged. Andy, I hate you so much for letting me drive yours, dude. Seriously. But anyway, back to where we are here. This Andy, not that Andy got a lot of Andys.
Too many Andys.
The Andy that I was just talking about was the one with the 1,000 horsepower red Cummins on bags that was out at Fire Punk. This Andy is, we're gonna refer to Andy as A2, Andy squared. Maybe it works out well because he's got a dually, it's got 2 wheels. Okay, anyway, I'm thinking way too much into this. So this is a 4-inch kit from Wicked. It's comprised of leveling pucks up front. We've got Fox shocks for the front and rear. We've got steering stabilizer kit, which is kind of like all this stuff right here. We've got our extended U-bolts, associated hardware for the actual lift. And then we have our extension bracket for our front stabilizer, mounting brackets, and everything like that. So it's a really nice kit, really simple kit, and it's completely bolt-on. So I'm actually really excited to see how everything actually ends up going in. Andy said he wanted a true surprise, so we should probably leave it factory ride height in the front and 4-inch lift in the back.
I like it. Let's keep it.
Let's get this started. We are quickly out of shop space. We have layers upon layers of stuff. Oh, guys, by the way, if you want to get a chance to win a completely free stack that came off 8-Ball, all you need to go do is follow all of my Instagram pages below. In about a week's time, we're going to do a random drawing, and we're going to send this to you just as you see it with everything on it in that box. 24 or 27, what's your guess?
What are you checking off?
U-bolt bolts. We shall see. Nope. 27. Yeah, for sure. I know what you're doing there. I see what you're doing. That. Damn, it's already hot as 1,000,000 degrees in here, dude. I'm suffering for the quality of my viewer. So is Jake. That comes out. That's the 1-inch factory block. Factory block. Nice. Ah, it's the 3-jack theory.
Proving effective till this day.
That's why you want multiple jacks in your shop at any given point in time.
Bars back on both sides, just needs to tighten down.
Yeah, you can crank that down whenever you want. I will get this thing on the ground and then tighten them down. All right, we can take these big old wheels off. Feels pretty good. Glad I got that 12-pound times 10,000 lift.
Smidge over capacity. 12 times 10,000, 120,000 pound lift.
Yeah, dude, it's one of those new ones. You never heard of them? Where you been, dude? Under a rock or what?
First time? Yes.
Nah, dude, I'm qualified, I swear. Way better.
Wow.
Bigger?
Yeah, we're talking 32. That's pretty neat.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. Ande. Ande. We have so many Andes. 3 separate Andes in the vlog. Oh my goodness. Ande. Andy, meet the truck owned by Andy.
And then I took it right to the dealership and he's like, you're insane. You had a brake line that was pretty much the
Just
way.
ruptured.
We did all this paint cash.
Sean. Addy Longneck Milwaukee came through clutch there. Thank you. I literally can't see shit out of this fucking thing.
Nope.
All right, boys and girls, we've got the lift kit installed, and in my personal opinion, for being a 4-inch lifted platinum on stock wheels and tires, it looks pretty badass because you don't see it often. maiden voyage. I thought I got our steering wheel centered, but I guess I really didn't. It's not terrible, but we can make a few small minor adjustments on the steering rod just to get this nice and straight for Andy. If you don't center the steering wheel, well, it's gonna set off a whole bunch of sensors because it thinks the steering wheel's not straight, although we are driving straight, but he will want to, as best practice, take this thing to the alignment shop. So here we go, we're cruising. And well, in the first all of 10 foot that I've driven this thing, I can't really tell a difference. Although, notably, the steering wheel does feel considerably more stable. Well, looks like the steering stabilizer's doing its job. It's definitely tighter, without a question of a doubt. It doesn't feel like it wants to do as much of this, although I didn't really notice it doing much of that before. It just doesn't really do it much at all now, and even small micro jitters that you get out of a solid axle front end truck, can't feel them as much now. I'm not gonna say that all of this is completely gone, but it definitely makes it feel like you don't have to manage it as much. Onto a bumpy road. I would say the ride quality didn't really change all that much. It does feel a little stiffer up front, but it's nothing that isn't already very expected for an F450 that has a GVWR of like 100,000 pounds. Because these things are basically meant to tow houses. So that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Andy will be here to pick up his truck very soon. Again, if you want to follow him on Instagram, it's at A2Rides, or information in the description below. I got great news, guys, and that's finally I'm taking home Dream Diesel giveaway number 12 for the first time since we've gotten this truck. I'm bringing it home to enjoy every ounce of what this 5th gen has to offer because it is so sick. Would you just look at that thing? Imagine yourself behind the wheel of that truck, $10,000 cash in your pocket. It could happen, but only if you get entered.